Well, ladies, gentlemen, household pets, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. My name is Joey, and I'm obsessed with video games. And this is my review for Star Wars Outlaws. Now, you have to forgive me, I don't usually do the reviews for the channel. I'm actually trying something a bit different, where I take on the reviews for the AAA video games, so we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. If it does, don't forget to give me a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. So, Star Wars Outlaws released very recently for consoles and PC, and this is, unsurprisingly, the latest video game set in the, you guessed it, Star Wars universe. So over the last few days we've seen some decent reviews for the game, some bad reviews for the game, but what did I think? Well, before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the story. So in this game, we basically play as a thief who is trying to assemble a crew to pull off this big heist against the villain of the game. Nothing too complicated, it's a story you've probably seen 100 times before. So you'll get the usual double crosses, backstabs, plot twists, revelations, which is kind of the same thing as plot twists, and personally I found the story to be very engaging. I found most of the characters to be quite likeable, particularly our main character, Kay, who has a very interesting character arc, shall we say. The crew that we recruit is mostly likeable, particularly our cute, funny companion who is with us throughout the duration of the game, and a droid character, which I think has the biggest character arc of, well, anyone in this game. So, a bit about the gameplay. Now, this being a heist storyline in the Star Wars universe, we're not playing as a Jedi, so we're not using a lightsaber. Instead, we'll be using our blaster to take care of enemies, as well as sneaking around, disabling alarms, using our furry companion to fetch objects for us or activate switches which are out of reach. There's also some platforming a la Uncharted, which I enjoyed very much. And as being an open world game, there are several planets in the Star Wars universe to traverse and explore, including Tatooine. And you'll be able to visit cantinas, you'll be able to participate in gambling, you'll be able to take on contracts, there's side quests, you'll navigate these planets using your speeder bike, there's upgrades for the speeder bike, there's upgrades for our plasma rifle, pistol, thingamabob, you can get different clothing items, you can get cosmetics. So if you're not just here for the main story, there is plenty for you to collect, participate in, get on with, so to speak. And like I said, there are stealth sequences where you'll be sneaking around, but this is not Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid, contrary to what some gaming quote-unquote critics would have you believe. In fact, I actually spent quite a lot of my playthrough fighting my way out of situations. There are a couple of compulsory stealth sequences where if you get spotted, you go back to the last checkpoint. But I didn't find this to be overly annoying or frustrating. Couple of attempts here and there, and I was able to progress quite nicely. So, what did I think of Star Wars Outlaws? Well, I really enjoyed the story, I really enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed traversing the planets, I enjoyed the plot twists, particularly in the last hour and a half of the game. And in fact, the finale of this game was actually my favourite part of the entire game. I enjoyed some of the back and forth with our crew, some of the more light-hearted moments, as well as some of the more serious moments. Do I think this game is as good as something like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? No. But to be honest, seeing the trailers, seeing what the game was going to be, I didn't think it was going to be as good as that particular game, or its sequel, or some of the other terrific Star Wars video game titles that are out there, but that does not make this a bad game. In fact, I would go so far as to say I would give this game an 8 out of 10. So there you have it. Probably a very rambling review, probably not my best decision to not script it, but this is something new I'm trying, where I'm going to review some of the bigger titles personally. If you enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments below, and always stay obsessed with gaming, I guess. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.